Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Don't stand up so early. Sit down. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class given by Srila Prabhupada himself. Canto 1, Chapter 5, Text 33. And please increase your listening devices. Sometimes the volume here is a little low, so you can hear. And after that, we'll have a wonderful discussion. This is a short one. It's only about 26 and a half minutes. Okay, so we'll start right now. Hare Krishna.
आमयो जश्च भूतानां जायते जेन सुब्रतः तदेव झामयं दिव्यं न पुनाति चिकित्सितम्. It's a very important verse. Actually, this is the essence of Krishna consciousness movement. What is that? People become diseased by sense gratification. Everyone knows. Too much sense gratification means creating disease. For example, some nice eatable, but if you, because it is very nice, rasgulla, therefore I shall devour 1 dozen. That's not very good. That will create indigestion immediately. So, in this material world, people are so much enthusiastic in the matter of sense gratification. Whole world. Not only now, this is the place for competition of sense gratification. Advancement of civilization means, the so-called civilization, material civilization, means how much you are able to gratify your senses, that is civilization. How much you are given facilities to gratify your senses. This is the modern idea, hedonism. More eat, more drink, eat, drink, be merry and enjoy. Sense gratification. This is not only new, formerly the Charvak Muni, he also advocated Rinam Kritya Kritang Prived. In India, they want to eat very nice food stuff prepared from ghee. So he advised the Rinam Kritya Kritang Prived. If we have no money, then beg, borrow, steal, get ghee and eat very nice. Rinam Kritya. The word is, suppose one has no money, then how to get money? Like that, cheat somebody, beg, but begging for Grihastha is not very good thing. But sometimes they do so. They beg, borrow, or promising, give me now money, I shall pay you. And when a credit is lost, then steal, pickpocket. This is as theory. Similarly, Charvak Muni, Rinam Kritya Kritang Pive. Never mind. Now I'll have to pay. No, that we shall see later on. Never mind. Now I will be sinful, I will have to pay next life. This is within the blood of every Indian, that if I cheat you or if I take some money from you without your benefit, without repayment, then I will have to suffer. Still, in India they believe this. There are some incidences that a man's father took some loan from some gentleman, and his father died, and his son came to pay the money to the creditor. Sir, my father took so much money from you, now my father died without payment, so I have got money, you kindly take it. He says, let me see my book, whether your father took it. So he said, all right, consult. So after consulting the books, he said, I don't find any item that I gave loan to your father. No, sir, I know. My father said at the time of death that I owe so much money to that gentleman, I could not pay. You pay it. So the trouble was, the man says, I don't find any debit to your father's name, how can I take your money? And he is insisting, yes, my father took money from you, kindly take. This was India. This was India. They knew that I cannot cheat you. For me, in the karma kanda, if I cheat you, then I will have to pay you 4 times, this life or next life. That is the law of karma. Therefore, we are collecting money. We should not cheat. Every pie should be spent for Krishna, otherwise we shall be liable to pay. If we use one farthing for our sense gratification, then we'll have to pay for it. This is the law of karma. The charity is given. Why? Why charity is given to the Brahman? Nowadays they have manufactured charity to the Daridra Narayan, poor man, ganja smoker, bidi smoker. But in the Shastra, it is not. Shastra says, Tasmin Deya, those are devotees, those are Brahmana, they should be given, he should be given, he should accept. Why? Because if a Brahmana takes some money from you, if a Vaishnava takes money from you, everything will employ in the service of the Lord. This is the philosophy. So, at the present moment, people are becoming more and more poor, and they are simply educated to gratify senses. So, the whole world becoming chaotic, diseased condition. Even in the topmost level, the President of United States, he was also caught dealing very unfavorably, and he was forced to resign. And what to speak of others? He is not a poor man, he is not uneducated, the topmost man, elected President of USA. But there is cheating even there. Let's see. And what to speak of others? Jajjat acharati sreshtha. In the Bhagavad Gita it is, Tattad eva itare jana. Sajat pramanam kurute. Lokastad anuvartat. If a person, president, cheats his countrymen somewhere or other, and why not others? They will also do that. Oh, president does it. What can I know? In this way, the more we are inclined to sense gratification, the more we are becoming sinful. And more we are becoming sinful, the more we must suffer. That is the law of nature. Amaya jatra bhutana jayate jina subrat. So by this karma, vikarma rather, karma means when you act according to the Shastra, that is called karma. Lawful activities. The lawful activities is very good. But unlawful activities, you are punishable. So, the business of sense gratification is unlawful activities. You cannot gratify your senses more than necessity. Everywhere. That is the stringent laws of nature. Deivijjesa gunamai mama maya durut. You cannot surpass it. Durattvaya. If you surpass, then you will be punished. There is simultaneous law of nature. The example is that you can eat, say, 4 ounce or 8 ounce foodstuff. If you eat 10 ounce, then there will be suffering, indigestion, you cannot eat, there will be dysentery, so many things. That is nature's law. So people are becoming entangled in karma, jagyartha karma. One should work for Jagga, for Krishna, but they are not doing that. They are doing for sense gratification. Je pachanti atmakarana bhunjante te agham papam je pachanti atmakarana. That is stated in Bhagavad. If you live only for sense gratification, then you become entangled in the law of karma. So, here it is suggested that amaya jatra bhutana, in the previous verse, Narad said, karma brahmani bhavitam. Karma, your activities should be dovetail in the matter of satisfying the supreme law. That is the way of devotional service. But how karma can be engaged, that is prescribed in this verse, that amaya jascha bhutanang jayate jena subrata. You get disease. Suppose you have taken too much milk and you become diseased, dysentery, could not digest, have taken too much sweet rice or rabri, so there is dysentery. That must be there. Too much eating will cause. So amaya means mucus or disease. So there is mucus, jatra bhutana, due to eating too much milk preparation, tadeva jhamayang dabbang na punati chikisitam. So cannot be cured it, even by that milk preparation. The same milk preparation which has caused your mucus disease, it can be cured by the same milk preparation, chikisitam, but it should be medically treated. the same milk. The milk is the cause of your dysentery, but the same milk, when it is medically treated, can cure it. This is the secret. How? One milk preparation, milk is the origin. Rabdi, you take too much and there is dysentery, and chikisitam, the same milk converted into sugar, add little black pepper, little salt and lime, it will cure. The origin is the milk. So, one way you become diseased and the other way you become cured. But the preparation is the same, milk. Similarly, our activities in this material world, with these material elements, when we violate the laws, we become entangled. But the same material activities, when it is turned into Krishna prasadam, it obtained with Krishna, for hearing and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, what we are doing? We are also doing the same thing. Here is the temple. What is this temple? The same ingredients, the same cement, same brick, same stone, same worker, same plan as the skyscraper. But what is the difference? Because it is chikisitam, it is for Krishna. You spoil your energy by the same purchase of cement, bricks and other things for sense gratification, a theatre hall, a dancing hall. The same energy spent for dancing for Krishna, the same hall, you become liberated. By one dancing hall, you go to hell, and by another dancing hall, you become liberated. This is the secret. So people have got the tendency for sense gratification, that is the material disease. So instead of satisfying your senses, try to satisfy the senses of Krishna. Then you become liberated. This is called chikitsita. There is sense gratification. Here, when you chant and dance, this is not your sense gratification, it is Krishna's sense gratification. Oh, these devotees, they are glorifying me. They are dancing. Oh, blessed they are. Immediately you draw attention of Krishna. Because it is bhakti. Savanam kirtanam Vishnu, smaranam padasevanam, archanam bandhanam dasam. Bhagavati, Dhanmanyade, this is the best thing. The Mayavadi, they do not know this. They simply stop dancing. They do not know that this ball dancing may lead one to hell, but the chanting in Hare Krishna mantra is not like that. They do not know it. They simply take the negative side. Stop dancing. We say, no stop it. We shall dance for Krishna. We shall eat for Krishna. We shall print books for Krishna, not newspaper. We shall secure money for printing for Krishna. The same thing, the same printing, same working, same dancing, same eating, but for Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. Simply you have to change the, what is called, interest. Everyone is acting for self-interest, but Bhakti Marga devotional service of Krishna's interest. That is real interest. Same example. If somebody is working hard and securing foodstuff, for whose interest? He is working, the leg is working, the hand is collecting, the eyes are seeing, and so many things they are done. Now, what is to be done now? Now do everything, cook everything nicely, and put it into the stomach. Not that the leg will say, that I have worked so hard, the hand will say, I shall eat. No, you cannot eat. The stomach will eat. You simply work. But if the stomach is allowed to eat, then automatically the hands and legs will be happy. So this is chikitsatam. Don't work for sense gratification or personal interest. Real interest is how to satisfy Krishna. That is real interest. But they do not know. Nate vidu sartha gating hi Vishnu. Everyone is, I have got my interest. But you do not know what is your interest. Your interest is to satisfy Krishna. But the rascals, they do not know. They say, why Krishna? Myself, I shall enjoy everything. This is karma and bhakti. When karmi means they are working for their so-called interest, and bhakti means they are working for Krishna's interest. Superficially, the activities are the same. Same means superficially, not in essence. So our senses are so trained up that we want to satisfy the senses. Now, these devotional activities means instead of satisfying my personal senses, if we want to satisfy Krishna's senses, this method is called bhakti. So, the activities of the senses should not be stopped. It should be repaired or reformed. That is chikitsatam. Properly treated. Chikitsatam. This is the word. Chikitsatam means properly treated under the direction of physician. The physician is Guru, and Guru's business is to instruct the disciple, my dear son, you do not work for your so-called sense gratification, you try to satisfy Krishna's senses, then your life is perfect. This is the physician's duty and this is the patient's duty. Chikitsatam. The chikitsatam is purification. You have got disease, purify yourself. So, this process, this changing of transformation, to work for Krishna's sense gratification and to work for one's own sense gratification, this transformation change, this changing process is called bhakti. Process is the same. Simply account should be changed. Nate vidu sartha gating Vishnu durasaya ji bahirarthamani. Everyone is working. Daridran seva, or this community seva, the country seva, nationality seva, this seva, that seva. Nobody is for Krishna seva. Nobody will be happy, sir. Go on with your so-called seva. It will never be successful. You will be more and more entangled in disease condition. Karmanadayo netrena jantar diha upapatti. Simply by your so-called activities you will be entangled in the law of karma, and according to your karma you will get a different type of body, and you will live for some time, again you will die, again you will get body, again you will, and you do not know what kind of body you are going to get. This is the entanglement. Jagyartha karmannatro lokayam karma bandhana. So if we want to be free from the entanglement of this karma, then we must work for Krishna. Krishna's another name is Jagga, Jagga Purush, Vishnu. Jagyartha karmannatha. This is the chikis. The material activities, we are becoming entangled and we are becoming more and more diseased. So it should be treated. How? The same thing. Milk is, rabdi is also milk preparation, and dahi is also milk preparation. So you are becoming diseased by this process. Now you take this process, you will be cured, and then you will be happy. Therefore it is said, Tadeva jhamayang darbang na punati chikisita. Chikisya, you should handle everything material properly treated. Properly treated. Not to work for anyone. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us lesson. You are Jiver Sarupa Nitya Krishna Das. Every living entity is eternally the servant of Krishna. So, instead of becoming servant of your senses, just try to become the servant of Krishna, then your life will be successful. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Another wonderful class by Srila Prabhupada. And short, but many important points have been listed with Shastric references to show us what we should do and what we should not do in this material world. So, devotees, please unmute yourself when you want something to share, and please do that. Yes, Mother Gita, please go ahead, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances.
Please accept mine.
Srila Prabhupada. Jai.
Yeah,
So we heard Srila Prabhupada talk a lot about sense gratification. And he also said that this material world is a place for competition of sense gratification. That is such a nice way to put it. And I was quite amazed to hear that story he talked about, the person who lended the money and the son who went to return back, and there was so much honesty between both of them. Both of them were so honest. I don't think we will find that now in Kali Yuga, where if someone comes to return money, we just take it. Oh yeah, sure, must have taken. So I really like that. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yes, it's very nice takeaway from this. Yeah, the exchange was interesting. How one person has looked at his books and says, your father doesn't owe any money. The other one says, my father before he died told me that I owe money to you, so I should come settle it. But the understanding is that if they don't settle it, then there will be bad karma next life for doing that. So, the guy did not want to have to deal with any bad karma next life for himself or his father. So,
and in Prabhupada also mentioned you have to pay back 4 times. So
yes. Yeah, he mentioned you have to pay back 4 times what's owed. Very, 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 very important lesson for us. So that we care for how we get ourselves in situations while we're living in this world. That's why Papa said, live simply. Live simply. Hare Krishna. So there's a chat message from Dear Krishna Prabhu. So I read it. Please, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to the Prabhupada. Amazing class. Even after coming to the process of bhakti, how to be sure if my singing, dancing, etc., it's satisfying Sri Krishna's senses. How to get that confirmation? Okay, so you put it as a question. how to get the confirmation that it's satisfying Krishna's senses. Well, we do things in based on the instruction of a spiritual master. So if it tells us, yes, you do this, you dance in under this particular condition, and we do it, then the bona fide spiritual master is helping us to do what would satisfy Krishna's senses. We actually are just servants. We are serving the Lord according to the instructions of the spiritual master. But the Jagat Guru himself, Srila Prabhupada, is saying that by doing so, we're satisfying the senses of Krishna. And Krishna likes that very much. And so the confirmation is when we're serving and Guru is satisfied, then we should know that Krishna is also satisfied. We have to be very, very careful to follow the instructions given by Guru and to serve the devotees and whatever we need in order to improve our spiritual life, we take that seriously. And when Guru is satisfied, then Krishna will be satisfied. So that's where the confirmation comes from. Hare Krishna. Mother Gita, I don't know, would you like to add some more to it? That would be very nice if you want to, that is.
I was thinking while you were answering, it just a thought came to me that if supposing after singing and dancing, if I'm looking for appreciation from other devotees, oh, you danced so nicely, you sang so beautifully, then that should be an indication that it was for sense gratification, because I'm expecting others to appreciate my singing and dancing. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you make a wonderful point, because if you want people to appreciate what you've done in the service, that's false ego. That's subtle false ego. That, oh yeah, people should see what I can do. But whatever we have, those came from Krishna, whatever abilities that's there. So the attitude should be, well, if people appreciate it, and they will, if you did a good job. If appreciated, you say all glories to Guru and Gauranga. You give the credit to the spiritual master that guided you to use the intelligence and the talent to do that particular service. And God, Lord Gauranga, who is in fact Krishna himself, the source of supplying the talent to us in the first place. So they're the ones that get the credit. So no, we shouldn't look for appreciation, confirmation by others of how good we are. Everything that we have, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, that it's just a spark, tiny spark of his splendor. Everything we see here in the material world includes our abilities. It's a very insignificant spark in size of Krishna's splendor. So yes, everything comes from him. So then that he should get the credit. So we made a very, very important point about this. So our false egos don't kick in and say, oh, yes, 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 we're the best, we're the best, we're the best. Never, ever. Hare Krishna. So, any more comments? Okay, so Dear Krishna chat says, thank you. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Lord Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Any more takeaways from this? Don't be shy, just unmute yourself and start talking, and we will all join in. In the meantime, here's some of my own takeaways. Papa started by talking about too much sense gratification, that it creates disease. He talked about, in particular, overeating creates indigestion. And then he also mentioned that this world, this material world, is a place for sense gratification. Hedonism, eat, drink, be merry, and enjoy. And of course, this situation with the son trying to pay the father's loan, that the Gita Mataji already talked about that. Srila Prabhupada talked about giving money to Brahmanas because Brahmanas spend it on Krishna. So he said the world is such that people are becoming poorer because they are they're getting educated just to satisfy their senses. And in that way, the world is becoming chaotic. Hmm? There will be envy of people from one to another, because if one person wants to satisfy the senses, another person wants to satisfy the senses, and they get something that the other person does not have, then the other person that doesn't have it says, oh, he's getting a better situation for satisfying his senses, and I'm not getting as much. Then again, envy sets in, and that's a negative energy. And so the whole point is about this. The Papa says we become more sinful like that, but we should work for Krishna, not for our sense gratification. Because when we do that, then we become entangled in the law of karma. Mm-hmm. Then they talked about one thing about eating too much milk preparation causes more mucus. I know that my own body just cautions me every time. So much mucus is there. Mm-hmm. But they said the same milk, when treated medically, can be used for a cure. And then he actually talked about the things that go in. When the milk is converted to yogurt, add a little black pepper, add a little salt, and a little lime, the same preparation will be cured. Therefore, will cure that situation. Therefore, if we have our activities in the material world for sense gratification, then we'll become entangled. But when the same activities are used to satisfy Krishna's senses, then as Krishna Prashadam, we get liberated because we're satisfying Krishna's senses. And he called that Chikitsitam so many times. Dancing hall or dancing for sense gratification, that takes you to hell. But it's the same dancing in the temple for Krishna. And we know that for a fact, that when the kirtan is on and we start dancing, we really have a great time. We dance, but it's to satisfy Krishna's senses. And that is liberating. That takes us out of the material world. So that's bhakti. So that's some of the things that I picked up from it. There's more that I picked up from the lecture, which was wonderful, wonderful. So many things. Basically, let's use our energies, our activities to satisfy Krishna's senses, not our senses. When we satisfy our senses, that's sense gratification. We do the minimum that we can to keep this body going, minimum that we have to do to keep this body going, so that we can serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But we should have the conscience that our activities should be directed for Krishna's senses. That's why they said that everything must be dovetailed for Krishna. Hare Krishna. So any more comments? We still have quite a bit of time. So please unmute and talk about some of the things or ask a question if you want to. This is about sense gratification, which is troublesome for us. And the other is do the same activity to satisfy Krishna's senses, and that will take us out of this jail that we're in now. Lord Chaitanya says, Krishna Das. Everyone is eternally a servant of Krishna. That's our constitutional position, eternally a servant of Krishna. Therefore, wherever we are, material world, spiritual world, they got it right. Material world is where we're trying to do something outside of satisfying Krishna's senses. But that's why the spiritual doctor, the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada is directing us. Do activities all for Krishna's senses. Then that is success in this life. Hare Krishna. Any last comments? Okay, I don't hear anything. I'll check to see if there's anyone who's raised their hands. They have not. All right, this was a short but extremely important lecture for us, that we have to do activities in this material world, but to satisfy Krishna's senses. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Glory to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Glory to Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji.